right, today we have two amazing guests in the house. We have Sean and Michelle Clark. They are on, I think, day 37 or 38 of their juice fast. I saw them on Instagram and they are just a vibe. They are energy. I freaking love it. So we're going to talk all about this juice fast and see what happens. From what I'm seeing, it's going absolutely amazing. It's totally life-changing. So let's just hop right into it. You guys, thanks for coming on. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going good.
It's going good. Thank you for having us.
No, yeah. As soon as I saw the reel, like I think you guys tagged me in a reel, or I somehow saw this reel and I was like, I gotta have these people on. They are just like such good vibes. So I want to hear all about your experience. So how is the Juice Fest going? What's going on? What led you guys to this experience?
So, all right. So, well, actually, Michelle actually introduced juicing period to me.
Yes.
Like 14 years ago.
Yes. He thought I was very crazy. I was doing the master cleanse at the time. He thought I was Looney Tune.
And you guys are married, right? You guys are married, for people who don't know?
Yes, we're married. We just made 10 years, August 11th.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, I introduced him to it. And of course he was like, no way, are you crazy? Because I can't tell him anything to do. But he read the book.
Yes.
It was the Master Cleanse book. And he was like, oh.
Because at first I thought she was crazy. I was like, first of all, when she did it, it was Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
So this is before we became vegan, which I guess we'll talk about, right?
Yeah.
So she, we had chicken and all of this food,
everything,
drinks flying, and she's like, well, I'm juicing. And I said, juicing? Juicing. And so she did the 10-day and she gave me the book. And so I was like, oh, I guess, I'll try it.
Yes.
And I did it. And I was like, oh, that was great. I'll never do the Master Cleanse again.
Right.
I'll never do that again. And then Michelle started, juicing every year. And I was like, well,
we watched this movie. Well, Fat, Sick,
and Nearly Dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we decided to do a 10-day juice cleanse.
Right.
And then from then on, we would do a 10-day. Before our wedding, we did a 30-day.
A 30-day juice cleanse.
And then what was funny is that, so fast forward, this is how we get here. But we would do it every year. Then some years we would do it. It's kind of like off and on, but we've been juicing off and on for at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least, yeah.
So
at least,
me a little longer, together about 10 years. Then I struggled with infertility.
Wow.
I had fibroids, really bad. Periods were gangsta. I'm talking about cramps. They were really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that I had fibroids. They wanted to give me the surgery. They said, 3 doctors said the only way you're going to be able to have children is if you get the abdominal myomectomy. I did not like that option. So I went to YouTube, and the Life Generator had someone on there that said they heal fibroids with this juice fast.
Right.
Then I saw someone did water fasting. I did both. I did 2 30-day juice cleanses. I only ate vegan in between the fast. And then I did a 17-day water fast where I had the fibroid fall out in the toilet. Now, mind you, before this, I was having miscarriages. I had 2 miscarriages. I couldn't hold a pregnancy. So during the 17 days, first the juice cleanse shrunk some of the fibroids, and got rid of some of them completely. And then the water fast had a fibroid fall out in the toilet.
That's insane. Wow.
Then, God likes to show out. Then I had 3 kids in 4 years.
Back to back.
So I thought we were fighting for one baby. And then God was like,
come on,
oh my God, that gave me goosebumps. Wow. Congratulations.
Yes.
What a journey. I feel like this is just meant to be, this journey for you guys.
Yes.
I always say my son, our first child, is so healthy, right?
Right.
Like I want French fries and he'll be like, no, mommy, I want kale. And I'm like, okay, right? And I feel like we had to clean up our lives before they came here.
That's right.
So we're raising our kids vegan. And I also help women with that journey because people always say they'll do anything for their children, but what if the anything is before? Like, what if your children are there in the future, but you have to clean and do anything for them right now?
That's right.
So my water fasting, my juice fasting, veganism, all of that I had to do for my children. And I love my babies. You see them in the background?
Yeah, I can tell. You guys are such a beautiful family.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So hence we're in August, we're a little crazy. So we ate very inappropriately. We celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary, our birthday.
So everything is all in one month.
Yes.
Both of our birthdays, our anniversary, everything is in August. So we always kind of go crazy, right? And so at first we wanted to do a 10-day juice cleanse.
Yes.
Right. So then I started watching your
videos.
I started watching your videos, and I'm watching people doing 60 days and 365 days. I said, now, wait a minute.
We got to do more.
I said, Michelle, no. I said, no. I said, Michelle, we got to at least do 60. And I was like, why did I even say that?
And
right?
I was like, yes, babe. Yes.
So I was like, well, I was kind of jokingly serious.
Yeah.
And so we decided to do it. But I was only going to do 10 days. And I was like, well, if I feel good after the 10 days, then maybe I'll do 60.
And I told him, I said, no, it's no feeling. It's either we commit to it or, because to me, if you go off a feeling, you can find a reason to quit anytime you want to. But I was like, no, if you say 60, babe, we have to commit to the 60, no matter what.
Right. And that's what we always do. Like every year, we do 30 and 10 days. So, you have to commit.
Yeah.
But 60 was the stretch. So I wasn't fully committing yet. But then this cleanse was totally different.
So different.
I haven't felt this good in years.
Yes.
Like we've done a lot of juice cleanses, but for some reason, day 3, right? It's like, Michelle, I feel like on day 3, I worked out.
Yeah.
And then we taught class. And then we were like running and gunning with the kids. Our day was like crazy. 14 hours that day. And I couldn't go to sleep.
And I was the opposite.
She was the opposite.
I said, because I do too much. I did too much. I was drinking too much coffee because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to drink coffee for 10 days. Let me just, which is crazy, right? So I was kind of binging on coffee, trying to do like all the treats. And day 1 through 3.
Woo. Oh yeah.
Detox was kicking my behind. I was like, babe, you got to take the kids. I got to lay down because I still had to teach. So I still had to work.
Yeah.
But I was going through detox bad. And he was like,
I was on cloud 9. And
so if you were coming off, like for people who have to come off stuff like coffee and all that, I know it can be way more intense. So they can expect not to feel good at first. So like how long did it take you to feel good? Like around day 4 or did it take like a week?
Around day 4.
That's not bad.
Day 4. The first 3 days I kept saying, God, just please, I have too much to do. I don't have time to take off. Just make me feel better. But I knew I couldn't stop, because I was feeling nauseous. The first 3 days, this was the worst kind of detox I've had for the first 3 days. But after day 4, day 5, I started to go, okay, the headaches, started to go away. And then I started to feel better.
And how do you feel now? Are you glad you did it?
I am very glad I did it. Well, this lighter, like trying on clothes. Oh, I just switched my bra. I'm in my smallest bra I've ever seen. I'm like, this is crazy. So yeah, I'm having a good time.
I love it. And you guys are into fitness. So you guys do fitness for a living, right? Am I wrong? Like, are you guys fitness instructors? Yeah.
We're the owners and creators of Double Dutch Aerobics.
So we do exercises inside the Double Dutch rope.
Yes.
Wow.
And another thing we could do is we could teach anybody. And I mean anybody on the planet Earth how to jump double dutch in less than a minute.
Guaranteed.
So that's so cool.
That's actually our skill. So
yeah, it's a formatted 60-minute workout class. So people get certified to teach double Dutch aerobics like Zumba, spin, and yoga. So wherever you see Double Dutch aerobics, that's our certified, our formatted workout class.
And we not only do classes, we take Double Dutch aerobics outside the classroom.
Yep.
So we do events. So we do tons of events like health fairs, car shows, birthday parties.
And that's another reason, and getting back to the cleanse, we were scared to do 60 days because this is a traveling 2 months for us.
Yes.
We're leaving for Florida at 5 a.m. We just were in Texas last weekend. We were in Chicago the weekend before.
So you guys are doing this while traveling?
Yes. So that's another thing. So we pack up our Nama.
Yep. Yeah.
The best.
I got the Nama.
I'll put a code below if you guys want to save on that. It's the best. I just took my Nama to Chicago. It was actually worth it. So I can't be like, you're traveling and doing it because I get it. But wow.
That's we took ours to Chicago as well.
We went to New York, which is on a plane. We couldn't bring the juice. So we basically water fasted until we got to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And then we were able to get a juice there because we couldn't bring it on the plane.
Yeah.
But we were only there for 2 days and then we came back. And now we've been traveling. And we've been bringing the juicer with us in the trunk. And then we pack.
We pack
our juice. This is not a Whole Foods drink. We just saved the bottles.
So that's like fat, sick, and nearly dead style. Bringing it in your trunk. I love it.
Yes, absolutely. And we're on tour. So every weekend we're in another city.
And the 3 kids are with us, by the way.
Wow. Okay. So 3 kids on tour, traveling, the exercise. If you guys can do it, anybody can do it, right?
That's what we try to tell everyone.
That's what we try, because we're foodies.
Yeah, we are foodies. Let's start there. But also we have a lot of people following us through our journey. Yes. People are joining us. They're juicing, they're doing their first 10 days, right? Because we always tell people, if Michelle and I could do it with all that we do, running a business, we have 3 small children.
So we have to cook for them, we touch the food.
And our job is physical. So, you know, we sometimes we do events where we teach for 6 hours straight. Yes. You know, so it's very physical. So if we can do it, and we're foodies. Yeah. So if we could do it, anybody on the planet Earth can do it. Like if you're watching the show and you're thinking about doing it, do it.
Do it.
I promise you can. I promise.
Do it. We just had someone, we actually just, because they finished, someone who works at the gym, we went to see her. It was her first 10 day. And she was like, I really thought I was going to be like dying. I was like, I can't do that. Right. And she just finished her first 10 day. And it's just like, she's like, oh my God, it was easier than I thought. She said, I had my days. Yeah. But it was doable. And like she did it.
And she said she doesn't, her hands are not hurting anymore because her wrists were like inflamed. Yes. And she was just like, I can't believe it. Like, I feel great. She said, I'm not experiencing any pain at all. And I'm like, that's what happens.
Yes.
And you feel so good.
And we just want to say your channel is so inspirational. So
it is. It really is.
Thank you.
On the road, right? It almost hurts my feelings because I realize, like, to be healthy, it's almost like you have to go against the grain. Yeah. Like we're driving and it's like, we're like literally counting the signs of the food. And it's just like McDonald's, Wendy's. It's just bad after bad after bad after bad after bad.
Right.
And you're like, wow, it's not that we're lazy or we're just so misinformed that it's scary. It's like, if you're advertising, it says chicken right here, chicken, burger, French fries. It's like, it's hard to go against it. Yeah. You have to like focus to go against it. So your channel, we even tell people, inundate yourself with, because you may not have people around you, but you have the internet today.
The internet, yes.
Like you could find 1 million people on the same plane as you. You're not alone. You may feel like it because your cousin is like, well, why are you juicing? You're crazy.
Well, the thing is, the thing is, I think a very small percentage of people actually do 10 days and 30 day juices, you know. Like if we think about all the people that we know or that we grew up with, they don't really juice like that
at all.
But there is a community.
Yes.
And that's what you provide and so many others that we've watched on the road. Because, you know, we're driving for 10 and 12 hours at a time. So we're binge watching all of your shows. Yes. We're binge watching everyone.
And watching people heal.
And watching people heal is so amazing.
It's so amazing. It's so inspiring. Really, you just want to tell the world, right? You see some people just so depressed, so unhappy, so many health problems. You just want to like tell. And it's just like getting through those first few days. It's like even, you know, Michelle being addicted to like the coffee, this and that. It's just getting through those first few days. And then it can totally change your life, right?
Change your life.
And it's a great experience.
In 30 days, you can change your whole life.
Your whole life. And you know what Sean said? Because you know you have epiphanies when you're on the road and when you're juicing. So he was like, we have to see like cancer and sicknesses as food poisoning. Because that's really what it is.
That's what it is.
So true.
It's food poisoning. All of it is food poisoning.
Food poisoning. Your body is just it's from the food.
Because like, I just think that a lot of people don't make the connection that what you put in your system affects everything that happens to you.
Everything.
It's a fact, yeah. Especially
really
like the mental health, yeah.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
But it's like we disconnect the two.
Yeah.
We think everything else, hereditary, the air, bad luck.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I just gotta stop for a second too and say, like, you guys are soulmates. You guys are like perfect together. You guys are meant to be. I love this. And this journey, it's probably been so much easier because you have each other, right? Isn't that amazing? And in turn, you guys are inspiring so many people together, like on your social media and everything. It's truly amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I received that. Thank you.
Good. I'm happy that we did it together. And you know what's funny? And I'll say this being married, even before, people always think that I get him to do it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, trust me, I can't get Sean to do anything that like me telling him to do it.
No.
Yeah.
The best way, because, you know, you have people like, well, I want my partner to do it with me. I think
you got to show them first.
You have to show them. So you have to watch the movie with them, like Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. or, you know, literally watch testimonials with them, and they have to come to the conclusion themselves.
Because that's even what's happening to us with our viewers, right? They watch us do it first, because we'll tell them, listen, you know, in the next 2 weeks, you know, Michelle and I, we're gonna do a 10-day juice cleanse. Who wants to join?
And they're like,
oh, no, I don't know. And so like 10 days in, people are like, wow, you guys look good. Got your energy is up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna buy a juicer.
Yeah.
And like people are joining us like midway through our cleanse because you have to show them first.
You have to show them.
Yeah,
you have to be the example.
You have to be the example.
Yeah. And our children, they eat and drink our juices.
Our youngest Maverick, he loves our juice.
Yeah.
I love that.
He loves it. He steals it from us all the time.
I get a little upset. I'm like, this is our food, man.
It's like catch-22. It's our food, but it's our son, and it's healthy. It's like, all right, I'll stop. Go ahead, go drink it. Just drink the juice.
And even our kids, like Phoenix is like, are you fasting or are you slowing, mommy and daddy? Even them watching us fast, it's like, as a parent, I'm excited because I know like what they're seeing, and so I'm hoping that even raising them vegan, that they don't run into the issues or the addictions that we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason I suffer from infertility is because of the food.
What you
I
ate,
want my children, I want like one less battle for them.
And they even participate with us. They juice.
They juice.
They're like, Daddy, can I help you? I'm like, all right, come on, pull up the stool. Come on, let's go. And they're juicing. I step back and they go.
Yeah.
You know,
they love it. My daughter loves to help me make juices too. Do they even drink the green juices? And like, what is your guys' protocol been? Like, how much juice? Like, what does a day in the life look like?
Oh, you know, so go ahead. You go first.
Okay, now this is a true confession, right? We're being honest. I can't drink that much juice.
Wow.
Like, as I watch your channel, like I watch people answer that question, right? And it's like, I think what they say, 40.
A lot of people drink like the 4 32-ounce mason jars. This is just a 16-ounce, but a lot of people drink like 4 of the large ones a day. I drink more than that.
See,
I know. And I was telling Michelle, I was like,
and because he did with me, Michelle,
I said, you got to drink more. The thing is, I guess for me personally, in the beginning, you know, I drink a lot. I drink a ton. Maybe, I don't know.
How many of these would you say?
I would say maybe 2 32 ounces, right? Maybe 2 of them, maybe 2.5.
That's
in
not
the
bad.
beginning.
Yeah,
I know, in the beginning, but then as the cleanse goes on, sometimes we get so busy. Like sometimes I'll just have, 32 for the day.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm totally fine.
Yeah, so you have to listen to your body, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So
I'm a gulper, meaning because I do have issues drinking throughout, I'll go, Michelle, focus. Drink this whole 16 ounce, like the other bottle, the 16 ounce. Drink the whole 16 ounce now. And then I'll be like, okay, you have to drink again. So I start to feel sometimes dehydrated when I'm teaching, and my throat, it's like this dry. It happens to me when I'm either teaching or sleeping.
Right.
I'll wake up with like this dry throat, and I know that I'm dehydrated.
Yeah.
And I haven't done enough.
And I was going to say, that's another thing. I drink throughout the day.
Yes.
So I'll sip and sip and sip all throughout the day. So I guess that's probably what helps me out, you know?
And I know what juices satisfy me. So beets, everything to me.
Yes.
Wow.
Like before we teach, like if I need, the extra energy, if I'm feeling any kind of like, beets literally pump me up.
For me, it's ginger. So I put tons of ginger in my throat is burning. I love ginger.
It's so healthy.
It gets my energy is through the roof.
I don't like it, but I'll sip some of his.
I know she can't. She's like, Sean, I can't.
Because I feel like.
But I like the tingly going down. I love it. I
feel
so good.
He doesn't love beets.
I don't love beets, but I'll drink it sometimes because it does give me energy as well.
The energy from beets is good. Dandelion we put in our juices sometimes.
Kale is in most of our juices. And
then sometimes we just do like I just do pineapple and lime.
Yeah. So that's so the one we're drinking right now. This is pineapple, apple, lemon, and lime.
Oh, I think I saw that on your story. It looks so good. I gotta try that.
It's This is my second day making it. I'm addicted a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, this is so good.
I'm gonna make that. That looks so good.
Oh,
You guys, I'm so glad
delicious.
this is such a good experience for you guys. And so what would you say, like this time around, you didn't have health problems you're trying to target, right? Or when you do it like regularly now. So what would you say is your main motivation? Like, why do you guys do them now?
So I do it because I do. So we're honest. We're cheating vegans, right?
Oh yeah.
Which isn't good.
Not our children.
No, I get it.
Not our children. Our children are straight vegan. Don't tell them we cheat, okay? So when we're out of town on vacation without the kids, we may indulge. I have a weakness. I don't want to say it, but I have a weakness for rotisserie chicken. Don't judge me. Judge somebody
I don't
else,
judge.
okay?
We don't judge on this channel, so.
Yes, I know that it's not good. I know that. And because I know
we always feel it after.
That's the hard part.
That's another thing.
So like we jump every day and I'll be like, oh my God, my knee. Oh my God, I ate the chicken when we were in Jamaica. That's why my knee hurts.
Yep.
So it's really hard to deny the cause of things.
Yeah.
When as soon as you cheat, your body literally reacts. And even when people tell us they have knee problems, the first thing we say is, are you eating dairy? Because your knee problem might be from the dairy. But that's why we juice now. So we juice to detox, to make sure, because fibroids and things can grow back.
Yeah.
And because we know so much, it's like, we have to clear our bodies. Now, mind you, we don't want to do this for life. We don't want to be yo-yoers for life, right? Like every time I hear you talk about raw vegan, I got my meals in my head. Whenever I finish juicing, I always make my raw vegan Caesar dressing. So I have like
when you come to Atlanta, we have some places for you.
I can't wait. There's a good place there. Tassil's Raw Cafe or something.
Tassil's Raw Reality.
I've been there. It's so good.
Isn't it good?
It's next level. It's so good. But when I come back, I'll hit you guys up. We should go out. The food is so good
we
there.
Put them on. We were
Tassil's, you got Loving It Live.
Loving It Live. When I'm telling the raw vegan food here in Atlanta.
Crystal Shea, her raw lasagna. Oh my goodness.
Have you guys done periods of only raw or no?
Michelle has.
Yes. When I was trying to get pregnant, it was so nice because Sean, I love him. When I was doing that, he got me a raw vegan cake for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's so amazing. I love that.
Because he knew
it was delicious too. Jeez.
You know what I mean? I was on my healing, like trying to do everything. So there are stints when I have done only raw vegan. And it's so tasty. Like
it is.
There's nothing like live food. It's like even when you do binge, you could taste that the food is dead. Because you need more, like you need more sauce, or you need more like stuff to make it flavorful. And when you eat Tassil's, it's like, okay, this is alive. Like when you eat raw vegan lasagna, you're like, how is the lasagna I grew up on? How does it not even compare?
It doesn't even get
it's raw vegan lasagna. It doesn't make sense.
It's delicious.
You feel the food is alive. You can literally taste the difference.
And then the juices with the juices though, it's just like the next level, right? It's like nothing else. Like that's what I love about juice cleansing. You just feel like so next level amazing.
I know.
And
the clarity.
And like when you were talking about like for like why we do this, well, for me, I had children later in life. So for me, in my head, I'm like, I have to stay as healthy as I possibly can so that I could be around for my wife and my children, you know? So for me, it's like, I'll do whatever it takes to be healthy. So that's my why. And we always talk about that, even like when we're juicing, like when we're coaching people into, you know, doing their first juice cleanse, you got to know your why. Your why has to be big enough to do it. Because once you focus on your why and you focus on the end, and that's all you focus on, you'll run through it.
Yes.
Because nothing will stop you.
Nothing.
Because
everything is an experience.
Right.
You can journal it.
Right.
You know you're getting to your goal.
Your why is too big. It's like, no, Sean, you got to stay healthy. You have children. You have a wife. You gotta stay focused.
Yeah.
Like when we get out of hand, we stop it immediately.
Yes.
We're extremists.
We're extremists.
So we'll go all the way left and then come right on back all the way right. You know,
I love it. I love it. Well, you guys have a lot of awareness. At least you're aware of that, and you're not just here like flip-flopping or something. And you guys are doing what you like. You like to indulge sometimes, and then you like to juice fast. You know?
Yes.
It's fun to experience both sometimes. Then,
and also, you know, we're entrepreneurs, right? And I think that's what I love about this juice cleanse. You have to constantly, I think as adults, we stop growing. It's like we kind of get we get very like, you know, as a kid, we constantly have these markers of growth. You graduated, you go to the next level, you constantly, and then you get to adulthood and you
plateau.
Right?
True.
And so as entrepreneurs, we're constantly trying to grow. We're also in a field where we teach people in less than a minute. So we're asking them to do something that they've been uncomfortable with their whole lives. You know what I mean? So we like to place ourselves in uncomfortable positions.
That's right.
To also place ourselves like the people who we're trying to teach. So like we went skydiving, right?
Wow.
And that was like, Sean said he always wanted to do it, but he was scared
How was that?
Oh, it's amazing. By the way, I am terrified of heights. Terrified. Like I can't even stand on the second step of a ladder. I am terrified.
So you just wanted to face some fears and like try it out?
That's been my journey for the past 2 years. Wow. Because I don't like being scared of stuff. I don't like things stopping me from doing stuff. So it's like I'm trying to push through. Yes. And so Michelle surprised me. I didn't know I was going skydiving until I pulled up to the place. I was like,
stop it.
It was this big skydiving sign. I said, oh.
And I was like, man, I already paid for it.
I said, oh, we're going skydiving. Well, all right, let's do it. Let's jump.
And we jumped out of a plane.
Wow. We jumped out of a plane, and I think I want to do it once every year.
And I don't.
No way.
I only needed
it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing.
I needed the one time.
Oh, it was amazing.
But even things like that, it's just like, even a 60-day juice cleanse. So, you know, it's something they say like, you know, part of a key to success is confidence, right? And what I've learned is that the way, like, how do you tangibly build confidence? So we heard of affirmations. We know we've been told to believe in ourselves since we was kids, right?
Right.
But how? Like, how do you make that tangible? And one of the things is you have to keep promises to yourself. So if I say I'm going to do 60 days and like challenge myself and do it, that builds a level of confidence in me. If I say I'm going to jump out of a plane, I'm going to face a fear, then that builds another level of confidence in me. So as an adult, you have to set those graduating points for yourself. So part of the reason I think we juice and challenge ourselves higher is just like, well, you always want to be better. You don't want to get stuck.
And you know,
and so that's one of the reasons I think we juice, we try to challenge ourselves. And knowing that I did 60 days, I'm thinking like, I haven't ever read a book a month. I'm a person that always stops at the last 10 pages. I don't know what that is, right? But now I did 60 days, Michelle. I did natural birth. I gave birth to these kids naturally.
Yeah.
I jumped out of a plane. Sis, you could read a book a month. And you know what I mean? Like, how do you,
like
set the bar?
My thing is on the other side of fear is freedom.
Right.
Right. So it's just like, you can do anything you put your mind to. I don't know how we got here, but you could do anything you put your mind to. So it's just like you say, you know, you did have a natural birth. That was woo.
I did that too. That is the hardest thing ever.
Yeah, let me tell you, y'all are superheroes. I don't understand how y'all. I don't get it. I don't get it.
People get epidurals though. Don't get it.
Me too. I said I think I'm done having kids. We have two, but if I had another one, I actually don't think I could do that again. That was like that. And just when you think it can't get worse, it does. And it's just, I did not even know pain like that could exist. And sorry to anybody who's watching who might be expecting having a baby. I think do it natural because it's just it's like, I just think it's great, right? I was just set on doing it natural. It's like you guys said, like, I decided before I had a why, like I'm doing this. Otherwise, my feelings could sway me, right? Because the pain is so freaking intense. Yeah.
I can feel the pain. I don't know how y'all did. I don't know.
Me too.
I'm done. I think I'm done. Yes. Yeah. I think I'm done.
And I pulled our children out.
We did a water birth with
I pulled them out.
All the babies, he pulled them out.
So I was just like, I don't even understand how you can just pull them. I mean, that's a whole nother story. I'm sorry. It's just
but
it's literally amazing.
Part of the reason we did it was because of the recovery. So I went back to work a week after each birth, and the recovery we researched from natural is way faster. So as an entrepreneur, it's like, we don't have the luxury to like, hey, take 3 months.
We gotta go.
Guilt.
Entrepreneurship
is like this guilt of sleeping or this guilt of, you know what I'm saying? Of like, oh yeah, 3 months. Who? Wow. Oh, you have things to do. So yeah, we went back to work.
So funny. My mother used to get a year off.
Wow. Yeah, I know people. I think like a lot of people in like corporate employee jobs.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them get a year off. Like I'm in Canada. I think they get a year off. Like I think a lot of them do.
Yeah, I think that's what she said, my friend. Yeah,
I've always been self-employed too. And like the recovery was great after having the natural childbirth. So to anybody watching, if you can do it, do it. Put your mind to it and it'll end, right? It's just temporary.
Eventually.
Eventually the baby. Wait, the last pregnancy I was crying. It's never gonna be over. I'm gonna be I did it 3 times in 4 years, so it just felt like a bad dream. Like it was just, I just wasn't gonna stop being pregnant.
No.
Yeah.
And well, I'm glad this juice cleanse hasn't been a bad dream because you see some people who are like, I don't want to do the juice cleanse. I'm gonna be so moody. I'm gonna be snapping at everybody.
Right.
Like you guys look like you got a lot of energy. You look like you could go for like 100 days. Do you think there's any chance you might go past 60 days? Oh no.
I just
don't do that to us, Jillian, please.
Okay, that's a sign. You guys gotta go 100 days. I'm sorry,
I just
guys.
said that today. I was like, Michelle,
100.
I swear I feel like I could do 100. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna be at 60.
Is that past Christmas though? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why.
And that's why I was like, I don't know if it's gonna. Oh no, it's not. Is
it October? I don't know. My math. I don't want to think right now. I got enough thinking going on with my 2 kids 24/7.
Yeah, so it'll
but
be
I think
21st.
it might be. I think it might be
December 21st.
Yeah.
December 21st is when.
Oh, perfect.
No.
What a Christmas gift. So I was just saying that today because I feel so good. Because look, at this point, this is another thing I think people should know. Like we're on day 38. At this point, you've accepted the fact that you're juicing.
Yeah.
Like your meals are
your
juices.
Cravings are now juice, like
a certain type of juice.
Yeah, like now I was like, oh, I'm craving a pineapple juice.
Yes,
I was so excited. I was craving juice.
That's why I made this twice in a row because I was like, I got so excited. I was like, I couldn't wait to want the juice because it's so good to me, and so that's why I am mentally. So I'm like, well, I think I could go longer. I'm totally fine.
But here's the thing, and I want people to know this. Emotions go in waves on a juice cleanse, okay?
True.
There are moments when my child is saying mommy for the 20th time. Woo, and I'm like, if they say mommy one more time, and I have to literally check myself, Michelle, breathe, because I died for mommy. I begged for mommy. Yeah. So now the 20th time, I gotta just breathe. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I feel like it goes in waves. Like there are some times where I am shorter. You know what I'm saying? My temper is shorter. And then there's sometimes where I'm like, do this for forever, and sometimes I'm like, I want a grape. You know what I'm saying? Like there are moments that it 100% go in waves. And I will say I want to only eat raw vegan when we come off for at least definitely through Thanksgiving. Yeah, definitely at least till December. Yeah, like December something. I want to, and I'm definitely incorporating more raw vegan into my life for sure.
Yes, yeah, 100%. That's a good idea.
I already know what I want.
Yeah,
I can't wait. But you know what it is too? That's another thing. Juicing that long, in my mind, I go, everything I eat is going to be there after the cleanse.
Yes, that's the thing.
It's going to be there.
A lot of times people break the cleanse and then they're like, oh, I felt so good on that. I wish I didn't break it. That's why you guys are already so far in. If you want to go to 100, just go to it because a lot of times.
Let's go to 100 now.
No, well, do what feels right to you. And has it been expensive? I know a lot of people think a juice fest is so expensive. I can't do it. I'd love to do it, but it costs so much money. Like it probably hasn't been too much for you guys though, right? If you're not drinking, like I drink a ton every day, but you guys are managing with less.
Well,
it's cheaper.
It's cheaper because we don't do the things that we would normally do. So we don't hang out.
We don't go to Cecili's.
We don't go to Cecili's. We don't, we can't really go places.
No Starbucks.
No Starbucks. There's a lot of things that we don't do anymore. We don't eat out at
We don't go to Blaze. We go to Blaze as a family for the vegan pizza. We don't go to Blaze.
So it's a lot of stuff we don't do anymore. And we have a farmer's market out here. Mm-hmm. So just to give you an idea, so I do this anyway, but we buy a box of apples. It's like 88 apples.
Yep.
Honeycrisp apples.
That's my favorite kind. That's the best kind. That's the only kind I eat.
Would you tell them
it's the best kind? That's the apple. That's the only apple I eat. I'm serious. Yeah, me too.
Well, I get mad at him because I'm like, this box is expensive, Sean.
They're the most expensive apples, I think, too. But they're just so good.
Listen, we're getting Honeycrisp apples,
and so we get.
And so like just recently, I paid $55 for 88 apples.
For 88.
So that's not really bad.
And we still have the box.
So I would say that's gonna last us for maybe 2 weeks.
And then we buy pineapples from BJ's, and that's where you get it the cheapest.
Yeah, it is the cheapest.
$2.99?
Yeah, $2.99, $2.69, between $2.69 and $2.99.
A pineapple. And with the Nama, you're getting more. That's the thing. You save money when you have a better juicer.
Yes.
Big time.
When you cheat yourself and get you end up spending the money in another place.
Yes.
So while the Nama, when he first wanted to buy it, I was like, babe, listen.
But I'm like, it's with the lives that we have, it'll make our life so much easier because it's faster and it's more efficient. We get, the nutrient level is higher. Everything about the Nama is amazing. I love it.
He had the Breville and I had the Omega.
Me too. I have both of those.
And his was so much faster, but it wasn't as nutrient dense.
Yeah.
And mine took how long?
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't do the Omega. I used it like twice and I was like, I cannot handle putting this back together.
I said, Michelle,
right?
We're buying the Nama.
No, the Nama is the perfect juicer. I was thinking today, I was seeing my friend today. I was like, I wonder if they're working on a J3 because I don't know. And I was like thinking, how could they make this any better? It's so good.
It's so good.
And I compared it to my Breville in a video. You get so much more juice from your produce. So like you said, it's worth investing because in the long run, it's just so I still have my Breville kicking around here. And I used it once because I let my Nama to my friend for a day and I was going to use it. I couldn't even, I'm like, how did I used to use this juicer?
Right.
No offense, Breville.
No offense.
No offense. We got through 30 days.
We got through
30 days with the Breville.
Yeah, we've used Breville for years. Let's be clear. But it's just that the Nama, it just is what it is. The Nama is amazing. And then now, like all of our friends are buying it.
Now all of our friends,
all of our friends, all the people watching us on this cleanse, they're like,
I gotta get the Nama.
How much is the Nama? Let's get it.
Yeah,
it's just everything.
It's worth it. It's like the Vitamix. It's sometimes the value is there.
Yeah.
And in those things.
And the thing is, it's your health.
Right.
You're investing in your health. You're investing in yourself. I mean,
I think there's no better investment.
So we're doing 60 days. We haven't gone to a dinner, not one. Sometimes dinner could cost 60 to 100 each person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you really have to put reality into perspective and how much money you're saving during the juice cleanse. So not only is it not more expensive, but you're actually saving, because most people, to not eat out for 60 days, they do that very intentionally on purpose. You know what I mean? Like they would have to be doing I'm not eating out for 60 days. So you have to look at your life and ask yourself, if I cut out the Starbucks coffee or even the Dunkin' Donuts coffee or the eat out on Friday or the bar, after work, you're going to save money.
And to be honest, it's a lot cheaper than medication and going to the hospital.
Great point. Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper.
The fibroid surgery that they told me I had to get to have children was going to come up to $30-something thousand.
Stop.
Right?
Wow.
The water that I got from BJ's, the Poland spring water.
Yeah.
Now the price went up. It is 2023. It was $5.69 for the case.
Yeah.
And I drank water for 17 days. So let's say I got, it doesn't even matter if I got 6 cases.
Yeah.
30,000
as opposed to
that.
Yep.
Like, come on.
I can't believe you did a 17-day water fast. I don't even know if I've done water for one day only, maybe max. I'm more like, I like the juices. How was that experience? Was it really hard?
It was. So the weird part was, we have steps in our house. Whenever I would get to the top of the steps, I would have to collapse on the bed.
Wow.
Mind you, also, again, I wasn't at a retreat. I had to, we don't stop working. So part of the reason my goal was 21 days, but I did 17 because during day 8, it was also on my period. I had a fibroid fall out in the toilet. So by day 17, we were working, we were teaching, we were doing a DDA performance.
We were doing a performance. Yeah.
And I bent over because I felt like I was going to faint and I act like I was tying my shoe.
And I had to distract the audience. And I was like, Michelle, you all right?
Wow.
So we got up and he was like, when we got in the car, he was like, Michelle, you had your major healing.
That's it. That's enough.
You have to stop.
That's enough.
And because I wanted kids, you know what I mean? I really wanted kids. And so I was ready I had a goal. So, and I lost a lot. That was the smallest I've ever been.
You lost a lot of weight. Yeah.
And it was, to me, it wasn't that much harder than the juice cleanse. It was maybe a little harder. The hard stuff was my heart racing.
Yeah, and then also
that was the hardest part.
Also, you didn't have the energy, so different from a juice cleanse. You know, a juice cleanse. I mean, we did Sean.
We worked out on a juice.
Yeah, we you know we go crazy on a juice cleanse, but when you're doing a water cleanse, you have to take it easy.
So I couldn't work out.
You can't like work out and do a water cleanse.
And I think people need to be careful doing a water cleanse. I mean, I've never done one, but from what I've heard and like some of the people I've talked to, I think like it's better to go to a retreat. In your case, I'm glad it was like it worked at home and stuff.
Yes.
But I think like anything more than a few days, people should like hire someone, go to a retreat. Just be careful because I think it's like different.
Yes.
And like the juice cleanses, you get so much energy. But I'm glad you got those, like that happened and everything. It's crazy. Yes. What an experience. You guys have had such a journey together, right?
I know. We've done a lot.
What's next?
Thanks. But yeah, even when I tell people about healing, this is the thing I always say is very important. So we have to also, with our language, make sure that we don't normalize the risk of surgery the way we like, because people will say they're scared to do a juice cleanse, but somehow they're not scared to be open on a table.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like literally their bodies cut open on a table with clearly you sign all the papers. You don't know it, but you sign all the papers that say, if anything happens here, you know what I mean? So I'm not against surgery. Don't get it twisted. I think you should do whatever you can to have the children you want. I believe in that. But I also like people to know their options and that they can take the natural route first because there's no risk.
That's right.
The risk in the natural route is that you may still need surgery, but your body will be better prepared for surgery.
There's no side effects.
There's no side effects.
There's no side effects.
Literally, there's no side effects except annoyance, or like, oh my God, I don't feel like doing this.
Right.
But besides that, if you still have to end up getting medical intervention, you only prepare yourself even better.
Even better.
And the other risk is that you might not even end up needing the medical intervention. So just like in terms of healing, the natural route is always an option, and it's always should be first because you can, it's less risky, and it's cheaper, and it might be fun.
Just juice. Just juice.
Yeah, honestly, I know, right?
And people who believe, I always say, people who believe in God, and I believe in God as well. It's just like God provided everything we needed.
Yeah,
literally, I know. It's right here.
I know.
It's right, and how forgiving is he to our bodies? We could poison ourselves. How long was I eating crazy? Pork chops at the Waffle House, just inappropriate eating. Like cereal, like eating bad for so long.
That's right.
And then the body allowed me to heal in days. 17-day water fast, 30 days. That's so forgiving. Look at the balance. Years of eating crazy. And like God provided a method where if you just eat his foods for 30 days or fast, you can, that's a fair. That's fair. I think so.
And do you guys feel more spiritual, more connected to God on the juice fast? I feel like there's a huge difference for me when I juice fast with like the mental clarity.
Yes.
Wait, what was you saying, man?
I was telling Michelle, this might have been like day 8 or 9 in. Yeah. I said, Michelle, I don't know why, but I feel one with the earth. Like I feel like rubbing my hands through the dirt and just being one with the earth. And I said, I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening to me. And like the mental clarity is ridiculous. Also, I don't need that much sleep.
Yeah.
So I noticed I've been getting up like 3 and 4 in the morning, and I don't just get up, I pop up.
Yeah.
And then I start working because my brain is just going like 100 miles a minute. And I'm like, this feels great.
You don't realize whatever you're in a fog until you're not in a fog.
Until you're not in one. This feels amazing. And I could literally work from 3 in the morning to 1 at night. You know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing. The mental clarity is
crazy.
Whew, I do feel like I'm one with the earth. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that means. Could you tell me what that
I feel
means?
the same way. And I feel like when I'm on a juice fast, especially once it hits a certain day, I really pick up on the synchronicities. I notice like all these synchronicities, like people saying something and I'm like, wait a second, like all these just synchronicities really pop out to me when I'm on a juice fast.
Yeah.
Yes. And how do you guys break your juice fast? Like, what are you going to do when you break it? What are you going to eat when you stop?
I usually eat a Honeycrisp apple.
Now this sounds crazy. I like pickle juice.
Oh, wow. That is so random. I didn't expect that, but I like it. Pickle juice is good.
Yeah, it's so good. But I mean, no, don't do that, people, because it does mess up my stomach a little bit. Yeah. Because it's like, I'll try to take a sip and then I just do too much. But literally, it'll make my stomach bubble afterwards. But the two things I always crave right at the end of a juice cleanse is cucumbers. Like cucumbers and tomatoes.
For me, it's
a pickle. That's usually what I crave.
Right. It's like guacamole. I always want guacamole and pico de gallo. I'll just make pico de gallo. I don't know why. I just want it. That and an apple. I eat a lot of apples anyway. I buy a box of apples
even when we're not juicing.
Even when we're not juicing. I just eat apples all day. I don't know why.
They're so good. They're so high vibe, you know? They're so good.
Yeah, they're so good. I just eat them. But yeah, those are the things that.
And so far, we're down feeling lighter. Now, y'all don't care about this, but we're married and we've been acting like teenagers. So if you're suffering in that area as a married couple, juice, and you'll be like, oh my God, you're 17 years old.
I love it.
What is going on? Because it's this, you just feel
alive.
And you're 30 something pounds lighter in how many days?
Oh yeah. How much weight did you guys lose? Did we talk about that? How much weight?
We both lost 34 pounds.
34
and
pounds.
We weighed ourselves 2 days ago. So
you guys have both lost 34 pounds, the exact same amount.
34 pounds in 38 days. Well,
wow.
36 days.
36 days,
right?
Yeah.
We're on day 38, but the last time we weighed in was day 36.
So I started at 209. I started at 209, and I'm 175.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, and I started at 231, and I am 197.
Unbelievable that you guys have lost the same amount of weight.
We're not the same person.
It always.
You guys are the same person. I don't know. You guys are just like, where did you guys meet?
You said what?
Where'd you guys meet?
Oh.
Or should I not
ask? we met in Brooklyn. We're from Brooklyn.
Yes. Yeah. I was bartending.
Right.
He doesn't drink. That makes it even more funny.
I don't drink at all. So I was a filmmaker in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And we shot a movie and a romantic comedy called This Thing Called Love.
Yes.
Ironically.
Ironic.
So a friend of mine called me. She said, Sean, come on down to this club. I'm having like a open mic. Yeah. She said, come down and sell your movie, because we were selling our movie at the time. That was years ago. So we're selling our movie. And then, so I'm like, okay, bet. So I get there, I walk in, and my best friend and I, we both had identical shirts on with the name of our movie.
And
on the
here's
shirt.
Me as the bartender, I see like grown people with matching shirts. I'm like, well, why y'all wearing matching shirts? I don't get it. So I was like, come here, let me read your shirt. Cause I didn't get it. And so he told me he was selling a movie. I said, well, I'm not going to spend money at work. It's counterproductive. So he said, okay, I'm going to give you the movie. If you watch the movie, you have to promise to like give me your feedback. I said, no problem. I was in theater school at the time. So I watched the movie. I thought it was great. And I called him, and it was like we knew each other already.
Yes. We were talking just the way we're talking now.
Literally, it's so easy.
Too easy.
And then we were friends. At first, I thought we were just friends. And I kept saying, I think we should just stay friends. And he was like, well, you can't hang out with me 24 hours a day. I wanted to be with him all the time.
No, not wanted to. Michelle, we were together 24 hours a day. That is literally 24 hours a day. I was
spending the night. I was like, this guy's great. He was respecting all my boundaries. I was like, this guy is amazing. Then he was telling me, he thinks we should take it further. And I said, Sean, guys always do that. How come we can't just be best friends? And so he said, okay, we could be best friends, but you can't spend the night in my house. Like, you can't like be with me 24 hours a day.
Because I don't know how I'm going to tell my girlfriend that my friend is sleeping in the bed with me. I don't understand how that's going to work out. That's not going to work out too well.
Well, Jillian, I started crying. I was like, but we're best friends. How do you want to be with me? And then it was a situation where he couldn't call me one night. And literally, when I couldn't find him that night, I said, oh my God, I have feelings for him. I have to confess. And then the next time we got together, I confessed my feelings, and then 15 years later,
she confessed the hell out of me.
Wow.
And so this is 15 years
I'm
later.
sorry, I didn't mean to say it.
No.
Later, and we just stayed 10 years married with 3 kids, and now we're juicing, trying to get back to the skinny that we were before we had these kids.
Well, you are. You guys are looking great. You guys are amazing. I love it. I want to thank you guys for coming on. You guys have been one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
And you live in Canada, right?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
We were there.
We were there, what, last month?
We had a tour that you have to experience the class. We're coming back to Toronto. Yeah. We did the show, The Social. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, I've heard of it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we came out there and did the show. We like Toronto.
We like Toronto.
Toronto's very
It's a pretty
nice.
cool city. It's pretty good.
Ooh.
I just need heat. I like the hot. I like
yeah, I like the heat too. So it's definitely not the heat here. But well, you guys are great. Do you guys have any advice maybe for somebody watching who's going through a hard time and like wants to get where you guys are at, or like have that discipline, you know? Maybe they're in a rut, they're feeling depressed, they're feeling like crap, or like they want to achieve what you've achieved with like this juice cleansing and everything, or anything at all that comes to mind you guys want to share to end off?
I would say, well, two things. Starting in January, we're going to start, we're having a juicing group so that people really don't feel alone. We'll be going through with them daily. So they could, of course, subscribe to our website, DutchAerobics.com. But if you want to start today, right now, two things you have to know. You can.
Yes.
Like literally, you can. And do it. Like don't make up something that's not true. So you can't say you can't do something if you haven't ever done it. You can't say that something is so hard if you haven't ever done it. You literally made it up. So deal in reality. The reality is you can do it. Go grab you some fruits and vegetables, start juicing, and watch the magic unfold.
I would say like what I said earlier, you got to find out what your why is, right? Focus on your why. Journal. So like if you do a 10-day juice cleanse, each day write down why you want to get through this juice cleanse, why you're doing this juice cleanse, so that you are reminded of, why you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And like I said,
then you could help the next person.
And then you can help the next person. Maybe do it with someone else. Have an accountability partner. But you can do it. If you want it bad enough, you can do it.
Yeah, I love it. I love you guys. I could talk to you guys all day. You guys are awesome. We'll have to have you guys back on, maybe for an update at the end or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe if I do 100, I'll give you a call.
No, if you do 100, let's do it. 100-day video. But this has been great. I wish you guys the best. You guys are so much fun. I freaking love it. And I'll link everything down below. Everybody go follow Sean and Michelle. They're awesome. And if you guys want the NAMA, I'll put the code down below. And I have a juice cleansing ebook, which I'll put down below. It's only $10. And I think that's everything. Subscribe if you guys don't already. Love you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.